What are competition and predation? During a typical day in the saguaro community, a range of interactions take place among organisms. Two major types of interactions among organisms are competition and predation. Competition. Different species can share the same habitat and food requirements. For example, the flycatcher and the elf owl both live on the saguaro cactus and eat insects. However, these two species do not occupy exactly the same niche. The flycatcher is active during the day, while the owl is active mostly at night. If two species occupy the same niche, one of the species might eventually die off. The reason for this is competition, the struggle between organisms to survive as they attempt to use the same limited resources is called competition. For example, weeds in a garden compete with vegetable crops for soil nutrients, water, and sunlight. In an ecosystem, there are limited amounts of food, water, and shelter. Organisms that share the same habitat often have adaptations that enable them to reduce competition. For example, the three species of warblers in Figure 2 specialize in feeding only in a certain part of the spruce tree. The Cape May warbler. This species feeds at the tips of branches near the top of the tree. The bay-breasted warbler is the species that feeds in the middle part of the tree, and the yellow-rumped warbler is a species that feeds in the lower part of the tree at the bases of middle branches. Predation. In Figure 3, a tiger shark bursts through the water to seize an albatross in its powerful jaws. An interaction in which one organism kills another for food or nutrients is called predation. The organism that does the killing is called the predator. The organism that is killed is called the prey. Even though they do not kill the prey, organisms like cows and giraffes are also considered predators because they eat plants. Predation can have a major effect on a prey population size. Recall that when the death rate exceeds the birth rate in a population, the population size can decrease. So if there are too many predators in an area, the result is often a decrease in the size of the prey population. But a decrease in the number of prey results in less food for the predators. Without adequate food, the predator population can decline. Generally, populations of predators and their prey rise and fall in related cycles. Predator adaptations. Predators, such as those in Figure 4, have adaptations that help them catch and kill their prey. A cheetah can run very fast for a short time, allowing it to catch its prey. Some predators, such as owls and bats, have adaptations that enable them or allow them to hunt at night when their prey, small mammals and insects, are active. Prey adaptations. How do organisms avoid being killed by effective predators? The smelly spray of a skunk and the sharp quills of a porcupine help keep predators at a distance. As you can see in Figure 5, organisms have many kinds of adaptations that help them avoid becoming prey. Warning coloring. Like many brightly colored animals, this frog is poisonous. Its bright blue and yellow colors warn predators not to eat it. False coloring. Predators may be confused by a false eye spot and attack the wrong end of the fish. This allows the fish to swim safely away in the opposite direction. Protective covering. Have you ever seen a pine cone with a face? This is a pangolin, a small African mammal. When threatened, the pangolin protects itself by rolling into a scaly ball. Mimicry. The mimic octopus on the top imitates the coloring, shape, and swimming style of the venomous soulfish. to discourage predators. Camouflage. Is it a leaf? Actually, it's a walking leaf insect. But if you were a predator, you might be fooled into looking elsewhere for a meal. If you can't see him, his body's back here. Here are his eyes, his antenna, and here are his legs.